this is Laura from LIVEVISIONZ.com. Today I'm going to be giving you some information about career. Since a lot of you saw the money videos that I did, you really wanted to know about career. Like, well, what career, what career field should I be in? You seem really confused on that, so I wanted to address that. So I'm going to do 3 different videos: career by the signs, the planets, and the houses. And these will affect your career. Let me heighten this. Your career houses are your 2nd house of earned income, the 6th house of where you work, who you work with, your work environment, okay? The 10th house is the pinnacle of your career. And the 8th house is other people's money. So it could be your partner's income and stuff like this. So those are the money houses. So you want to look at the cusp of some of these houses, especially that 2nd house. That's your earned income. And the 6th house, remember that that's your work environment. And the 10th house is the pinnacle of your career, okay? So I want you to look at these cusps, especially that 2nd house cusp, okay? Because it's all going to tell you a story, all right? So we're going to go into the career by sign now. So if you have Aries on your cusp of your 2nd, 6th, 10th house, you may be in a career with the army, the police, a surgeon, mechanic, iron and steel, could be an iron worker, firefighting, industrialists, or athletes. These are just some, okay? I'm just giving you a heads up as to what some of these may be. There could be more, but these are the ones that I found. Okay, if you have Taurus on your 2nd house cusp, 6th, or 10th, some careers may be luxury foods, jewelry, cosmetics, music, actors, banking, tailors, fashion, property, or a chef or a cook. Okay, now the next one is Gemini. If you have Gemini in the 2nd, 6th, or 10th house cusp for career, this would indicate media, journalism, accountants, representatives, translators, or writers. Okay, I want to say anything with communications, I want to say that could also be like computers too, just so you know. All right, Cancer on the 2nd house, 6th house, 10th house cusp. Okay, it could indicate a naval and marine career, fishing, nursing, interior design, food, petroleum, historians. And I want to say also this could be a housewife. You could take care of children, because Cancer is all about the home and family. So just because you're a housewife, that's a career. Hey, I watched my cousin's kid for a couple months and I wanted to die. I wanted to go back to work. I was so tired. He was like 15 months old and this kid got into everything. He was the cutest little guy ever, but he was just at that stage where what this, what that, what this, what that. And just so I felt like, oh my God, I just need a freaking nap. So basically, you moms out there, I give you credit, man. Totally. All right. Okay, Leo. If you have Leo on the cusp of your 2nd, 6th, or 10th house cusp, government jobs. It could be politics, religion, investigating, or diplomacy. And I want to say actor. Leos love the acting. Leo is the sign of, getting out there, being noticed, Virgo. Virgo, if you have Virgo on the cusp of your 2nd, 6th, or 10th house cusp, it could be computing, astrology, accounting, media, doctors, or healing. Or anything to do with communications too, I want to say, because Virgo rules Mercury, so. And it's kind of funny because Virgo is on my 2nd house cusp, and I'm an astrologer. Okay. Anyway, alrighty, here we go. If you have Jupiter on your 2nd, 6th, or 10th house cusp, you could be a judge, an artist. You could be into cosmetics, fashion, receptionist, advertising, interior decorating, or prostitutes too. That falls in that category. Sorry. Just gotta give you all the information. Okay. Scorpio. If you have Scorpio on the 2nd house cusp, the 6th or the 10th, you could have anything to do with chemicals, drugs, liquids, insurance, doctors, nurses, police, the occult, or an investigator. And I want to say a lot of this could also be a psychiatrist too, because Scorpio likes to go in where, you know, things are hidden. And a lot of Scorpio ascendants especially like psychiatry and all that stuff. Or they're really good at zoning in on people. But anyway, if this is in your money house, this is where you may make money. All right, Sagittarius. If you have Sag on your second house cusp, 6th, or 10th, you could earn your money through law, religion, banking, finance, entrepreneur, athletes, clothing, and shoes. Okay? I want to say this is also, which I'm not seeing here. I didn't add this, but I should have. Long distance travel, okay? You may travel for work, or you may deal with foreign people and foreign lands, if it's Sag. Also, I want to say, beside, you could deal with language, foreign language as well. Anything about travel or foreign people, foreign places, that would be... but I know that's not a career. But, you know, what if you could be in the airline industry or, you know, something like this, because it rules long distance travel. So you could be a pilot. So just putting it out there. Okay. Capricorn. If you have Capricorn on your 2nd, 6th, or 10th house cusp, you could be into anything with like raw material extraction or, you know, which could be like coal mine or something like this. That could be like that. Or like maybe you do construction, you know, so maybe you do lumber or some kind of mining, or, you know, a builder, I want to say, or, you know, something that's really gets down to the natural resources of things, you know. Okay, Aquarius on the 2nd, 6th, or 10th house cusp, you could be an advisor, which is funny because I have 6th house cusp on Aquarius for me. Consultant, philosopher, astrologer, there you go, engineer, or computing. So any of these. All right. And what else? Pisces. If you have Pisces on the 2nd, 6th, or 10th house cusp, you could be a doctor, marine related, chemicals, something with pharmacy. You could be a pharmacist, you know. Oil, painter, hospital, or you could work in a prison. But you could also, because of chemicals, you could be like a pharmacist, or, you know, working with, or not only a pharmacist, you could be a researcher, medical research, or you're dealing with, you know, I want to say, even maybe laboratory. You could work in a lab. Okay. So anyway, that was my synopsis of careers by sign. Stay tuned, as I will have another video on, I'm going to do careers with planets. So if you have planets in any of these houses, the 2nd, 6th, or the 10th, I'm going to give you information on that. Anyway, that should help you get a little bit of direction as far as where you need to put career. I hope this was useful and helpful. If you have a question, put them below. But just so you know, it has to be pertaining to this. Just say, if I have this on the cusp, I'm a little confused. Could it be this or something? Don't give me your entire chart, because honestly, I do not have time to do your entire chart. You know, between, you know, doing clients, taking clients that make appointments, and between classes that I'm teaching, and, you know, I'm also writing now. So I'm lucky I have time to do the videos, seriously. So just keep it to the subject of the video. And if you need to know, like, well, I'm in this field, would this fall under this sign? Then I can answer that, sure. But just don't give me your whole chart, you know? Just giving you a heads up, I just do not have time to do personal charts on here. You would have to book a reading. So many people, I'm like, it's so funny. They can, oh, well, I don't want my whole chart done. I just want a little, I just need advice. That's the same thing. You know, you're giving me your whole chart because in astrology, one thing links to another and another. This house is ruled by this planet, and this sign is ruled by this house. It all links. So you got to look at the whole thing as a whole to really give you an accurate answer. Anyway, all right. Sorry, I'm getting on my little soapbox there. Anyway, I hope this was helpful to you. And if you have any questions, basic questions pertaining to the video, put them below. And I hope to see you soon. I will have the planet ones up soon. Bye.